What? Really? Careful, careful.
How? No. What?
More rigged boxes, the newly released Panini One One Basketball. Well, new data has emerged that information about what's inside the box can be determined by the outside serial number. That's right, Firehand Cards, who has been a huge skeptic on a few of our videos. He believed that the Backyard Breaks loaded case thing was nothing but a conspiracy theory. He offered us a box if we could prove that Crown Royale boxes were rigged. Well, it appears he stopped trying to shoot the messenger and has wised up and began looking at his hobby with a more skeptical eye. He opened about 100 boxes of Panini One One Basketball, and it definitely appears you can tell where the good cards are with enough data. It's not as obvious as it was with Crown Royale Basketball, where a certain code on the box would determine where the Kaboom card was. This time, though, all the good cards appear to be grouped together in certain serial numbers. Let's say I make a product with 100 boxes. All the boxes numbered, serial numbered 1 to 100. Well, it appears Panini One One Basketball kind of works like this. Hey, boxes 1 to 10 will be duds. Boxes 11 through 20 will have good cards. Boxes 21 through 30 will have bad cards, and so on and so forth. I linked Firehand's video in the description. Please do some research out there before you call any of this a conspiracy. Panini, of course, has said nothing because they don't care about you guys at all. And the people that say loaded boxes aren't a real thing are getting quieter by the day.
And it needs to be addressed. And it's this question: is sports card radio good for the hobby?
Okay, let's talk about PWCC. First of all, I don't care if you buy and sell cards on there. Honestly, if they had some cards more priced in my range, or if I was on their website more, I would probably be buying and selling cards on there. So let's get that out of the way. Second of all, I don't care if you're sponsored by PWCC. They sponsor a lot of hobby content. If you want to take some money from them, I got no problem with that. Indirectly, they don't sponsor Sports Card Radio, but they probably put a lot of ads on YouTube. I've seen ads running on my website, again, that I don't have a whole lot of control over, but I'm certainly not going to block them. If Brent or anybody at PWCC wants to roll some YouTube ads, we'd certainly take some of that money. This is just kind of to set some things straight and get some of the facts out there about PWCC. All the drama that happened with PWCC kind of happened probably before a lot of you guys got back in the hobby, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and maybe this will help educate you a little bit.
That's not content, that's drama.
First of all, the talking point that eBay has no direct evidence that the owners of PWCC were directly involved in shill bidding is absolutely laughable. There are text messages from the owner of PWCC, Brent Higgins, to a customer telling him to shill bid a Joe DiMaggio card. Brent Higgins does not dispute that text message. Secondly, it's also alleged that Brent Higgins, the owner of PWCC, altered the same Joe DiMaggio card and turned it from an SGC 50 to a PSA 7. So not only was this DiMaggio card shilled at the direction of Brent Higgins, it was also recolored. Darren Ravel, the former ESPN reporter, I believe he works for Action Network, was going to do a story on the PWCC buyers group that all had a hand in shill bidding auctions at PWCC under the watchful eye of co-owner Brent Higgins. How do I know this? Well, Darren Ravel personally told me this in a tweet. Now, maybe you think all this is BS. Well, what's not BS is in 2019, the FBI spent 45 minutes one day on our website, sportscardradio.com. 2 months later, FBI subpoenas were handed out to PWCC and others at the National. You think the hobby drama is good now? You should have been around in 2019, to be honest. So do you guys believe that eBay has no hard evidence on PWCC? Really think the FBI never talked to eBay? My guess is anything the FBI found out about PWCC, eBay also knows these details. And that could be one of the leading factors why eBay kicked off one of its top sellers on its platform. Now, maybe you think all that is BS. Well, here's one more PWCC story for you guys. Jesse Craig, aka Salt of the Earth, the guy who goes on all the YouTube shows. Well, while he worked at PWCC, Craig teamed up with Will Gillette on a repack product they called Heroes of Sport. And here are the highlights of that. They packed out that product after it was released. They added Hotbox to that product after it was already released. There were trimmed cards in the product that were linked back to Will Gillette and Jesse Craig, so they themselves might have trimmed those cards. And to top it all off, Jamit and Craig rigged a box break on Facebook where they scammed a couple buyers, and the rest of the cards from that Heroes of Sport product ended up on, guess where? PWCC. So anybody that sponsors PWCC, anybody that wants to talk about PWCC, anybody that has Jesse Craig on their program and wants me to pop on, please invite me. I would love to share the receipts and the facts that I have on all these points that I made and others about PWCC. Again, a lot of this happened in 2019, and I understand a lot of you guys weren't back in the hobby, and certainly once 2020 came around and you could just buy a card and it would go up 30% in a week, nobody's going to care about drama like this. But please, if you're out there talking about PWCC, please do a little bit of kind of research. If not, you can certainly talk to me. I'd love to come on your channel and talk about it. Again, don't care if you buy and sell on there. I personally would buy and sell on there if I felt like there were good deals. I have personally bought and sold on PWCC after the trimming scandal. Again, if there's good deals on there, I'm going to buy, and I expect that you would do the same thing. Just want to get some of the facts out there. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Hopefully we will see you guys soon. Check your serial numbers on your boxes. And until next time.
Why are you a dip?